Hi everybody, and thank you very much for joining me today for this live lesson. If you don't know me yet, my name is Helen. I'm head teacher here at Los Angeles English School, and today we're gonna be talking about idioms. So as I promised, we will learn idioms that all contain the word hit, and I hope that you'll like it. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you will get notified of all our upcoming lessons. Alright, so let's dive into our lesson. So as I said before, we're going to be practicing idioms with the word hit. And we're going to do it in the following way. So first, you'll hear a definition from me, and I want you to try and guess the idiom. So it's going to be easy because all of them have the word hit. All right, if you are ready, let's start. So the first idiom that has the word hit is, so listen to me carefully and try to guess it, okay? You can type your answers in the chat box. Or if you're watching a replay of this live lesson, you can just leave the comments below the video, or you can just think about this idiom. All right, so if you start your journey, if you leave a place and you actually go somewhere, so what do you think? What idiom is this that contains hit? So what do you think you hit if you start a journey? You leave a place and go somewhere. What do you guys think? And don't forget to type your answers in the chat box. All right, guys, so if you go on a journey and you leave a place, you hit the road. Hit the road. You can say it with me to remember. Hit the road. Hit the road. For example, so here you can see this idiom, hit the road. Every time we hit the road, my husband turns the car and goes back to get something he's forgotten. Really, it's not about my husband, it's just an example. My husband usually doesn't forget anything because he's very organized. So every time we hit the road means every time we go on a journey, every time we start our trip somewhere. All right, so one more time, hit the road. It's to start a trip somewhere, leave a place. You also can say, sorry, I gotta go. I need to hit the road. Or it's too late. Let's hit the road. Or the traffic is gonna be terrible. Let's hit the road now. So it means let's go. Let's start our journey. All right, so this was the first idiom. Again, it was hit the road. Let's try and guess another one. So if, for example, somebody's career becomes successful or a company has a success, kind of takes off, what do you think the idiom for this with the word hit? And the idiom, guys, is hit it big. Hit it big. Hit it big. For example, he moved to New York after graduation and hit it big. Hit it big. So he hopes to hit it big in New York. So he hopes to have a good career. He hopes that his career will take off and he will hit it big. So one more time, hit it big. It means become successful. All right. So we have one more idiom. And this idiom means when you start learning, so you start to study, and usually you start it intensively. So, for example, tomorrow you have an exam and you sit and you start to study. You are preparing for your exam. You are reading a lot. So, you are studying really intensively. So, what do you think the idiom for this with hit? What do you hit? Exactly, Dmitry, hit the books. Correct. Yeah, so if you hit the books, as Dmitry here wrote, you sit down and you prepare for something, you study hard. For example, I have to hit the books this weekend. I have 2 exams next week. So hit the books to start studying something intensively. All right. So when I studied at university, I had to hit the books probably every day. Yeah, because it was really intensive study. All right, the next idiom with the word hit is try to guess it. When two people meet and their relationship starts nicely, so they become friendly right away, they get along well, they understand each other, and they have this kind of attraction, mutual connection. So what do you think the idiom is? So if people begin their relationship very nicely and smoothly and become really friendly, they hit it off. Hit it off. So you also can say hit it off with somebody. For example, Michael and Sue hit it off immediately. It means when Michael and Sue got acquainted, their relationship started very smoothly. So they became good friends or maybe even more. So it doesn't necessarily mean that people have a very close relationship, like a romance relationship. It can be about friends. That's also possible. So, for example, your child has a plan to go to a summer camp, and usually kids are really worried about this, and parents say, don't worry, you'll hit it off with everybody there. So, yeah, just your relationships with other kids will be good. No worries. All right, so hit it off with somebody, it means to start your relationship with somebody and become very friendly and close. All right, so let's move on. We have some more idioms. So the next idiom, also please try to guess it. It's when it is usually about food, but not necessarily about food. When something is exactly what you need or exactly what somebody needs. For example, somebody or something satisfies you completely. What do you think the idiom for this is? So in the idiom, guys, is, oh, great, Mitra, you're very smart. Exactly. Hit the spot. Yeah, so for example, a cup of coffee really hits the spot for lunch. It's about me. I made up this sentence because for lunch, I always drink coffee. I drink coffee once a day, and this is for my lunch. And this is exactly what I need. And that's why a cup of coffee usually hits the spot for me for lunch. So you can say, for example, so I'm hungry And I think that a sandwich will really hit the spot. This is exactly what I need right now. All right, so let's move on. And I have one more idiom for you guys. It's so when we start an activity, usually this is something new or something that we haven't done before, and we kind of do it without too much preparation, and we start this activity really energetically and with enthusiasm, and we don't waste a lot of time while doing this activity. So what do you think the idiom for this is? So when you start an activity, you jump into it enthusiastically and without wasting your time. You hit the ground running. Hit the ground running. So, for example, we want our students to hit the ground running after they graduate. It means we don't want our students to waste their time on anything. We want our students to go into the work world and start their career and hit the ground running. Hit the ground running. So, for example, when I got my first job, I remember that I wasn't given actually any mentoring or anything. I just had to hit the ground running to start doing my job. It was new for me, and I had to jump into it and do it well. So I hit the ground running. By the way, 3 forms of the word hit is, who knows 3 forms of the word hit? It's a verb as well. So it's hit, hit, hit. In the past is also hit. I hit the ground running. All right, so let's now practice a little bit. So we've learned a few idioms with the word hit, and now I have a little quiz for you guys. All right, so yeah, Dmitry, great. Hit, hit, hit. I see your answer. Thank you. All right, so let's practice a bit, okay? So here you have a sentence with a gap. And you need to fill in the gap with a suitable idiom here. Of course, we've just looked at a few. Okay, so the company blank when Jessica Alba endorsed their cosmetics. By the way, endorse, it's when you have a celebrity or a famous person and this celebrity advertises something. So gives his or her approval of something. All right, so what do you think the idiom for this sentence is? Yeah, I can see the answer exactly. And the answer is hit it big. All right. Okay, so the company hit it big. The company hit it big when Jessica Alba endorsed their cosmetics. So means the company became successful. It was a success for them. All right, so let's move on to the next sentence. So the next sentence is here. Your IELTS, if you don't know what IELTS is, this is the very common exam. If you want to go and live abroad, maybe it's for your job, or also it's possible for studies there. So if you want to study at in an English-speaking country or the international university, so you need this IELTS. Yeah, and I also can see the answer, Dmitry, and this is correct. Yeah, so your IELTS is only 2 months away, So if you don't hit the books, so if you don't hit the books now, you'll surely get a low score. So if you don't hit the books means if you don't sit right now and if you don't start to study, to prepare. All right, so the next sentence that I have for you . So here is the sentence. I'm really hungry and a bacon sandwich would really... What do you think the idiom is? So it means that the sandwich would really hit the spot. It means that the sandwich is really what I need right now. All right, so this is exactly what I need. So hit the spot. And yeah, Dmitry, I see your answer and this is correct and this is wonderful. All right, so let's move on with the next sentence. So the next one is here. I'd love to stay longer, but it's really time to do what? So I'd love to stay longer, but it's really time to hit the road. Hit the road, which means it's really time to leave. I gotta go. So I'd love to stay longer, but it's really time to hit the road. All right, so moving on to the next one. All right, so I didn't really with his friends. I didn't really with his friends. So for example, I got acquainted with a nice guy, but I didn't really with his friends. So you would say, exactly, Dmitry. I didn't really hit it off with his friends. I didn't really hit it off with his friends. So again, just a reminder, you can use this idiom just on its own. For example, we didn't hit it off, or I didn't hit it off with somebody. So you can use it with the preposition with. All right, so and finally, there is one more sentence here. All right, so I wasn't given any mentoring or assistance. They just expected me to jump into this new job, and this sentence is for me. So when I first started my job, my first job, it happened to me actually. So I wasn't given any mentoring or assistance. They just expected me to jump into this new job and hit the ground running. So hit the ground running means to start this job without too much preparation and to start it enthusiastically and to start it well. All right. So guys, actually these are all idioms that I wanted to share with you today, and I hope that you remembered them. So I've never heard that idiom though. You know, Dmitry, it's very common, really. I hope that you'll hear it. Okay, so your homework as usual. So we have here nice idioms with hit. Hit it big, hit the ground running, hit it off, hit the books, and others. I don't remember all of them. All right, so what is your homework? Can you make your own sentences with each idiom and type your sentences in the comments below the video, please? It's going to be a good practice for you. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel yet and you'd like to get notified of all our upcoming lessons, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon as well. If you want to study at our school, you can visit our website, losangeles.englishschool.com, and you can find out more about our courses and how we teach English. And you can reach out to me personally there. Alright, so guys, thanks very much for being with me today. It's kind of a short lesson today. I hope that you liked it, and I hope to see you in my next lesson. Bye, everybody!